Hey everybody, it's Titanical here, Lord of Casterlead Rock with my brother and buddy Lord of Winterfell. We're here to show off our pride and joy, our massive ship, Titanical. It is 58 foundations long, 8 foundations wide. We got 5 floors and powered by 4 engines here. We got some great cabins, a lot of amenities that we want to show off to you here. So let's jump in and hope we don't get eaten by the shark along the way. So, we have been working on this for some time, a little over 140 hours. And oh my gosh, there's the shark. Oh, and before I forget everybody, we made this ship entirely in survival mode. So this was not a sandbox thing. Every last little bit of wood. Ah! Shark got me again. Every last bit of wood, plastic, leaves, scrap we got from the sea. So just pretend you're not seeing any of this right now. We're going to come back a little bit later so all you raft lovers can get a sense of how we made all this work. So just imagine for a second here that you are a passenger aboard Titanical here, and you've arrived here on the second floor here. We have a beautiful grand staircase here, and there's Esteban. How you doing? And so you can sit here and enjoy the beautiful floor, the stairways, that polar bear that we hunted. And the great thing about these stairs is you can go up and you can go down, and then when you're done enjoying the stairs here, you can head on into the dining room, which is just a beautiful finish here. Great job by Esteban here. We've got some beautiful artwork. You can close the blinds for more privacy or keep them open for air and light. The cabin, the whole ship does not seat enough people here for the dining room, so you can feel free to have one of these tables to yourself for a nice candlelight dinner. And music, great mood music by Esteban here. He sure knows how to play. Alright, and let's head back to the grand staircase here and show you more of some of the passenger areas here. You can head on up here and say you want to stay in a nice cabin. This is cabin number 1. This is green, so if you fancy green, you can stay in cabin number 1. You can sit on the couch, look at the bed, or you can lay down in it for some sleep. Love it. Alright, we've got some nice storage here. You can put all sorts of great stuff here, and that is cabin number 1. Cabin number 2, as you guessed it, right next door. Alright, you fancy red? Here, you can sit in this chair and look at the bed or hop in it yourself. Beautiful. Alright, that's cabin number 2. Alright, and next door, surprise, cabin number 3. We got a nice blue here. Nice little decor here for some ships and artwork. Oh, and there's Esteban hiding there in the corner. How silly. Or if you're really fancy, you can stay here in suite number 1. Just absolutely gorgeous here. You can pop out here for your own private deck and a nice little Christmas tree for some reason here. Or you can look out here at the bow of the ship. We'll head over there in just a second. Very gorgeous here. Esteban deep in thought. One of the perks here of the suites is you have a nice little bathroom here, so if you need to do a little poop-a-doop, you can sit on down here while looking out, of course, into the ocean. Take a nice little bath here in this nice tub. Alright, so that is, oh, a little stuck here. That's suite number 1. Now we can head down the stairs here to suite number 2. Very similar color scheme, slightly shorter view, but same sort of thing you got here, guys. A little poop-a-doop and a bath. Love it. That is suite number 1 and 2. Esteban, where are we going next? Alright, we can go right on here to the lounge. And for those RAFT players out there, you know how hard it is to get some of these game heads, so you can sit here and play tic-tac-toe with your friends while gazing at these huge digital animals that you have killed. Alright, and that is the lounge. Esteban, where are we going? Alright, we're heading right back down here to the grand staircase. Again, just a gorgeous room here. We absolutely love it. Alright, and we're going to head on out here to the bar. Now, as you recognize here, it's the sloped ceiling here of the dining room, so you can have here a nice little pint with your pals while looking down at the place that you just ate. Great! Bar on a ship, everybody loves it. Alright, we're going to head on out to the back here to the poop deck, if you will, or the aft of the ship. We really enjoyed this part of the ship here. You can see where some of the crew's charging some batteries here, but then we have some flags, and the catch of the day is hanging for all to see. That's going to probably feed the entire crew and passengers here. As you can see, it's gotten a little dark here at nighttime, but if you head on here to the promenade, whoop, fell down the stairs. Head on up here to the promenade. You can see the great 4 smokestacks that we built to mirror the 4 smokestack on the Titanic. For those that really know the Titanic, of course, only 3 of them were actually functional. The 4th was cosmetic completely. So you can spend some lovely time out here. The deck chairs, looking out. Ah, there's some stars. Beautiful. All right. Oh, and Esteban, he looks like he has a secret here for us. Oh, we can slide up in here into the smokestack and go on up in this ladder. Oh, right here onto the top of these. Oh, fell down again. Hang on there. Oopsie doops. All right, having a little bit of a hard time with this ladder here. I think my guy had a little too much at the bar. All right, and you can see just the beautiful view here, the nice moon. That's no moon, Star Wars reference. And then, of course, you can see the little island here where we stopped all the way down the aft, all the way to the front of the ship. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, Esteban, let's head on back down. Sneak on out of here. Having a hard time. All right, Esteban, where are we going to go? Oh, we're going to head on past the staff-only sign. Woof. We're going to turn into crowd members here on top of the bridge, the 5th floor, of course, of Titanical itself. You can see the front of the bow there with this nice rope there along the sides here, and of course the cable that the actual Titanic had itself going from the front to back here, the bow to stern. All right. Let's on down here and pretend again that we're crew members here. We're going to hop into the bridge. We've got a nice little deck here that you can look out here. Oh, there's the shark again, all down the entire length of the ship. Again, 58 foundations long, just an absolutely massive ship. And as you can imagine, we got a big wheel here, as well as the controls, radar, we got it all. And of course, we have the ability to find different islands, and we got a research table over here. All right, Esteban, let's head on back down. Oh, before I forget, we have the captain's cabin. Nicest cabin aboard the ship, obviously. You can get your sleep in. You can hop over here and think about stuff and look at books. And well, oh, yeah, look, 338 days survived. This is no longer a survival game. We are living large. And then, of course, the captain can change into all manner of clothes. So let's stay in these purple. That's just quite lovely. All right, Esteban, we're going to head down here and pretend like we're crew members here. Head on down the stairs. Whoop, down the stairs again, and then staff only. Woo, here we go. All right, and we're heading down here onto the 2nd floor of the ship itself, but where all the crew do their tasks. So, and here we have the galley. As you can see, we actually survived quite a bit, Esteban and I do, off of beets. We can talk about that later in another video, the benefits and advantages, disadvantages of fish versus beets, but we largely eat a lot of beets here, and Esteban looks like he's enjoying some right now. And of course we have areas to make meals and all sorts of things here, and then our fridges where we keep our uncooked meat, uncooked vegetables, and then these here, obviously, for those that have played RAFT, they know how hard this is. We have all of our different meals here that we can eat, and then obviously we have all this fish. We got salmon, we got shark, we got land meat, we got tilapia, mackerel, so it can last us for an extremely long time. And then just some of the lesser fish there. And then for the crew, we have a nice little mess here, so the crew can eat in some style here. This was originally our galley that Esteban built way back when. All right, where are we going to head next? We also have a nice library here, so you can make sure to check out a book, sit on the couch, learn some things. Great. All right, and then over here we have just, originally it was kind of a seating area. This is where Esteban, or Pudu, lives here. Nice little bed. Get some Z's. All right, and then my room over here, Lord of Casterly Rock. Okay, we got nice, not too fancy, but a few things, a few odds and ends. All right, that's it for the crew's rooms. We're going to head on down here into the ship bank. For those of you that have played the updated version of the game, you know that you can trade special type of trade fish and get trade coin and all this. And then here we have the vault, where you can see all the different trade coin that we've collected. And those rafters out there, they know how long this takes. So we have a nice store here in the vault to be able to purchase other things. And it looks like Esteban is playing the role of the bank teller here. Great job, Esteban. All right, heading back down the hall here. We have a room that has nothing in it. Great. And then we have formerly the art room. Again, nothing in it. Got some blank rooms here. But we also have the head, where the crew can obviously go. And then in here we have the bathhouse for the crew, so you can sit in the bath right next to Esteban if Esteban wants to take a bath. Oh, yep, there's Esteban relaxing. How lovely. The crew live in style here. All right, where are we going to go now, Esteban? Oh, we're going to head right into the room here. These are very special. So you take raw materials here and they turn into trash cubes here. And then you use those trash cubes to be able to buy other materials from different trade posts. And so we're out of bait because we've already done all of our trade fish. So next time we head over to one of the trade stations, we'll be able to turn this in and get trade coin out of it. All right, here. And then, oh, before I forget, we got to go into the apiary here where we have our bees for our honey. Love it, don't get stung. Next here we have the petting zoo where we have more of our land animals, and of course that we get wool from shearing them, so we can make all sorts of wonderful clothes. All right here. And then over here we just kind of have some unfinished areas here. We'll work on that in a future video and show you all of that. Oh, and my guy needs some water. It's too much chopping. Here we go, here we go. All right. And then Esteban, he showed this is the way up to the aft of the ship again here. Quite lovely. You can see the sun has come up. It is a beautiful day. These batteries are actually charged by wind, which is an upgrade a little bit later in the game. Alright, let's head back down here so we can take you guys to the first floor, which is really for the crew, where the magic really happens. So, over here we see we have all of our things organized, armor and bows and spears, medicines, paints, we have axes and extra water and underwater gear and various tools. And you can see with our collection nets that of course run the length of the ship and then a bit farther here, so we can connect extra goods here straight out of the water. And then it's just a really lovely view if you head on over to the end of the ship here from the aft to the bow here of the ship. Just absolutely massive. Again, 58 foundations long. All right, here's where we mix our paints and ink. We got a nice anchor here. We got our water filtration systems here as well. Inside the fuel center, we have our chickens laying their eggs. We have our refiners and our engine systems here. And then if we want to go over to the engine room, we can actually see where our engines are. We have 5 engines. Oh, there went away. We have 5 engines, but we only use 4 right now. So you can see the different engines here. Yeah, that's about all there is to see there. All right, Esteban, let's head back down over here. So you can see we got a nice anchor, and then we have our refinery where we have our smelters. And so we've recently upgraded, and we now have 4 electric smelters, which are of course very efficient and run straight off the advanced and standard batteries. We used to have the old smelters here, but we upgraded, and so these can go and are very eco-friendly, which is nice. Some unrefined materials there. And here we have our various resources organized by color. Of course, we have some wood here, plastic, leaves, rope. We're running a little on rope, but we have some lovely metals here. Of course, all metal ingots, hinges. Storage here, some copper and titanium ingots that we use, leaves, goo, and of course all important scrap and rocks and sand, clay, and then more specialty stuff here. We have feathers, clothing, dirt, and then in here we have our farm. So this is our storage here for our beets. So if you're a little hungry, you can have some of these beets here, which my guy's getting a little hungry. Let's have some beets. All right, well, he's digesting those. You can see where we store all of our cooked beets, so Esteban and I never go hungry. And then our fridges here, we have our fruit, all these watermelons, and mangoes, and pineapples, bananas, strawberries, red berries, and then of course a number of plots to cook more fruit. And then here is our system. We'll do a standalone video just of this here, but these are all of our beets. So we have all these different number of beet plots here, and then we harvest them and cook them up in the galley. Extra potatoes, some uncooked beets, but that's primarily the way that Esteban and I stay from going hungry. So we can head on over here. We have some seeds, because over here we're growing some coconut trees here in the back of the ship here that we use to make our smoothies. And then over here is where we're doing some flowers for various paints. As you can imagine, the ship took an incredible number of black paints and white paints, and then we have some extra seeds here and some uncooked beets. But overall, this is where we spend most of our time here, down in the barrels of the ship, or the hull of the ship, working on various things. And so let's take on one more look here from the island, so you can have a nice look here at Titanical. It is our ship. We've been working on it for so long, and those of you that played RAFT in survival mode, you know how long it takes to build something like this. So without further ado, Esteban, here is Titanical.